There's a smudge, which is, a cleansing, a purification with the smoke. But because we're on the internet, the smoke, we won't have smoke. Hi, Amma. How have you been? Good. Thank you. Anishi, thank you. Good to see you again. So, since we don't have smoke, I figured we'd use sound for our purification, for our smudge. So, we're going to cleanse all of our negative thoughts and everything with this smudge purification. So, a nice way to begin. All right. Let's start with the Thanksgiving address. The words before all else. Let's pray. The people. Today we have gathered and we see that the cycles of life continue. We have been given the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now, we bring our minds together as one, as we give greetings and thanks to each other as people. Now, our minds are one. Yo, the Earth Mother. We are all thankful to our Mother, the Earth, for she gives us all that we need for life. She supports our feet as we walk upon her. It gives us great joy that Earth continues to care for us as she has from the beginning of time. To our Mother, we send greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. Yo. The waters. We give thanks to all the waters of the world for quenching our thirst and providing us with strength. Water is life. We know its power in many forms. Waterfalls and rain, mists and streams, rivers and oceans. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the Spirit of Water. Now, our minds are one. Yo. The fish. We turn our minds to all the fish life in the water. They were instructed to cleanse and purify the water. They also give themselves to us as food. We are grateful that we can still find pure water. So we turn now to the fish and send our greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. Yo! The plants. Now we turn to the vast fields of plant life As far as the eye can see, the plants grow, working many wonders. Many, many life forms are sustained by them too. With our minds gathered together, we give thanks and look forward to seeing plant life for many generations to come. Now our minds are one. Yo. The food plants. With one mind, we turn to honor all the food plants that we harvest from the garden. Since the beginning of time, the grains, vegetables, beans, and berries have helped the people to survive. Many other living things draw strength from them too. We gather all the plant foods together as one, and we send them a greeting of thanks. Now our minds are one. Yo. The medicine herbs. Now we turn to all the medicine herbs of the world. From the beginning, they were instructed to take away sickness. They are always waiting and ready to heal us. We are happy that there are still among us those special few who remember how to use these plants for healing. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to all the medicines and to the keepers of the medicines. Now our minds are one. Yo, the animals. We gather our minds together to send greetings and thanks to all the animal life in the world. They have many things to teach us as people. We are honored by them when they give up their lives so that we can use their bodies as food for our people. We see them near our homes, and we see them deep in the forests. We are glad the animals are still here, and we hope it will always be so. Now our minds are one. Yo. The trees. We now turn our thoughts to the trees. The earth has many families of trees who have their own instructions and uses. Some trees provide us with shelter and shade, and others with fruit and beauty and other useful things. Many people of the world use a tree as a symbol of peace and strength. With one mind, we greet and thank the tree life. Now our minds are one. Yo. The birds. We put our minds together as one and thank all the birds who move and fly about over our heads. The Creator gave them such beautiful songs. Each day, they remind us to enjoy and appreciate life. The eagle was chosen to be their leader. To all the birds, from the smallest to the largest, we send our joyful greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. Yo. The four winds. We are all thankful to the powers that we know as the four winds. We hear their voices in the moving air as they refresh and purify the air that we breathe. They help us to bring the change of seasons. From the four directions they come, bringing us messages and giving us strength. With one mind, we send our greetings and thanks to the four winds. Now our minds are one. Yo! The thunderers. Now we turn to the west, where our grandfathers, the thunder beings, live. With lightning and thundering voices, they bring with them the water that renews life. We are thankful that they keep those evil things made by Oquiseries underground. We bring our minds together as one to send greetings and thanks to our grandfathers, the thunderers. Now our minds are one. Yo, the sun. We now send greetings and thanks to our eldest brother, the sun. Each day, without fail, he travels the sky from east to west, bringing forth the light and warmth of a new day. He is the source of all the fires of life. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our brother, the sun. Now our minds are one. Yo! Grandmother Moon. We put our minds together to give thanks to our oldest grandmother, the moon, who lights the nighttime sky. She is the leader of woman all over the world, and she governs the movement of the ocean tides. It is by her changing face that we measure time, and it is the moon who watches over the arrival of children here on earth. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our grandmother, the moon. Now our minds are one. Yo, the stars. We give thanks to the stars who are spread across the sky like jewelry. We see them in the night, helping the moon to light the darkness and bringing dew to the gardens and growing things. When we travel at night, it is the stars who guide us home. With our minds gathered together as one, we send greetings and thanks to the stars. Now our minds are one. Yo! The enlightened teachers. We gather our minds to greet and thank the enlightened teachers who have come to help us throughout the ages. When we forget how to live in harmony, they remind us of the way we were instructed to live as people. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to all these caring teachers. Now our minds are one. Yo! The Creator. We turn our thoughts to the Creator, or Great Spirit, and send greetings and thanks for all the gifts of creation. Everything that we need to live a good life is here on this Mother Earth. For all the love that is still around us, we gather our minds together as one and send our choicest words of greetings and thanks to the Creator. Now our minds are one. Yo! Closing words. We have now arrived at the place where we end our words. Of all the things that we have named, it was not our intention to leave anything out. If something was forgotten, we leave it to each individual to send such greetings and thanks in their own way. Now, our minds are one. Yo. All right. Hey, creative. Thank you, Rosemary. Okay, so this is going to be a trance dance kind of song, and I've put the words up so that you can sing along. Hopefully, you can see them and everything. And the dance is just a walk. You just kind of shuffle along in a circle, going clockwise, or you can just shuffle in your seat. And what did I say about the trees? Well, the Thanksgiving address is available at the Smithsonian Institution website. I said that, you know, the trees, many nations use the trees as a symbol of peace and strength, and that many of the trees have useful properties of them, such as fruit and beauty and other useful things that we don't understand. But the point of the Thanksgiving address is to let everyone know that everything around you has a purpose, and it's fulfilling its purpose, and your purpose as a human is to send greetings and thanks to all of these things, to acknowledge and respect all of these things. So this song, you can just kind of shuffle along with it. You know, you can dance in your thing, whatever. The song in English, gosh, I didn't give you the translation. And this is the thing that you can reflect on, the vision, if you want, whatever comes to you. But the song means Buyu na Durua. It means ducks are so graceful. Ducks move across the water, and they're so graceful. And then Sa Par and Bangui Vinor, but underneath, they're paddling furiously. Underneath, there's all this chaos, you know what I mean? And so that's what the song means. Ducks going gracefully across the water. Ducks going gracefully across the water. But underneath, they're paddling. Underneath, they're working really hard. So enjoy. All right. This is the next part of the service to get everybody connected. Oh. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Sa par en bangui vinor, sa par en bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Sa par en bangui vinor, sa par en bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Sa par en bangui vinor, sa par en bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Sa par en bangui vinor, sa par en bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Sa par en bangui vinor, sa par en bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Sa par en bangui vinor, sa par en bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Sa par en bangui vinor, sa par en bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Sa par en bangui vinor, sa par en bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gin. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gain. Sapar and bangui vinor, sapar and bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gain. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gain. Sapar and bangui vinor, sapar and bangui vinor. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gain. Buyu na durua, buyu na durua gain. Sapar and bangui vinor, sapar and bangui vinor. Oh. I know, everyone says, hey, you quit too early. I was just about there. Hey. All right. So, the welcome and introduction. I had something here. Where is it? Is this it? No. Yeah, all right. How's everybody doing? So, we're at number 4, the welcome and introduction. Let's see if I got a little graphic for that. Yeah. And I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Peter Brooks, and I put this service together to help people, get connected, and if they're having struggles with anything, this is a good place to bring it. And so I offer this as a sanctuary, as a respite, from all that is troubling you. And I hope it helps you. Now, I'm coming to you from Maryland, the United States, which is Tayak territory. This is the land of the Piscataway. And these are things that I've learned over the years, and they're pretty much available to anyone. But I try to make it available and accessible. I try to give you the lyrics and the meanings and the words for yourself in the hopes that you'll do it yourself. So it is our ancestors who placed us here. One thing about all the stuff that I try to do is it tries to be very practical, utilitarian. We can have all kinds of stories about how we got here, sperm and egg and all the other, creation stories, but it is just a fact that your grandparents, your parents, placed you here. And so that's what this is about. This is an ancestor type of service. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing this song to the 4 directions. And when I sing this song, I'm going to be asking for the spirits of our ancestors to come be among us. And you will have a chance to address them. Now, this is the Lakota 4 Directions song. It's probably one of the most beautiful songs ever written. I could not possibly do it justice, but I'm showing you how it's done so that you can do it on your own. And when you are addressing your ancestors during the prayers, section 6 there are 3 things I want you to consider, okay? Now, the first is when we say grandfather or grandmother, we're not just talking about your grandparents, and although we are, but I also want you to think of the totality, the concept of grandparents, grandfathers, grandmothers all over the world. And when you speak, you want to be grateful to them. You want all your relations to feel comfortable and appreciated by you. And when we say your relations, when you're praying for your family, for instance, yes, pray for your family, but also you are part of a larger family, which is the universe. And I know that you want to be a good family member to that as well, to the universe as well. So take a few moments. If there's any questions or anything, or I'm going to do the song. Y'all ready for the song? This is the Lakota Four Directions song. Oops, hold on. Okay. And we'll, afterwards, we'll close the Four Directions. After the Four Directions, we do kind of a mourning song for our ancestors. Lets them know that even though we're grateful for all the gifts, we still miss them and that we love them. So it's kind of a sad song. But then we do the Four Directions farewell, which is very uplifting and inspirational. And then the daily acceptance prayer, which really gets you going. And I mean, that's a powerful prayer. I'll try to finish it off with a folk tale and a parting song if we have time. Play it by ear. Any other questions or anything before we get started? Struggling a bit, but feel connected again. Please sing Breeze as you requested. I am happy to. Okay, here we go. The Four Directions song. And you can see the translation up there as well. So you don't have to necessarily sing it, but know what it means. Okay. Wio peatakia etuayo nitungashila ahetuahayankelo weheo chekeayo ahetuayankelo weheo waziatakia etuayo nitungashila ahetuahayankelo weheo chekeayo ahetuayankelo weheo wiopeatakia etuayo nitungashila ahetuahayankelo weheo chekeayo ahetuayankelo weheo itokatakakia etuayo nitungashila ahetuahayankelo weheo chekeayo ahetuahayankelo weheo wankatakaia etuayo nitungashila ahetuahayankelo weheo Chekeayo, Chekeayo, I hate to wahayankelo, where heyo. Makatakaia etuwayo. Ni wa unchi maka kinachie yankelo weheo chekeayo chekeayo I hate to yankelo weheo makatakaia etuwayo nitunkashila I hate to wahayankelo weheo chekeayo chekeayo anagupta he yankelo weheo. Oh, grandfather, grandmother, we have come to you in peace and in loving hearts, that you may hear our words, recognize us and be with us, comfort us and give us strength, give us vision, give us hope. Teach us the right way, grandfather, grandmother. Please help us. We are your children, and we come to you with kind hearts in a good way, that you may hear us and help us along the way. We know that we think we are strong, but we are really weak, and you know that we are weak. We are a broken people, and so we turn to you for mercy and for help and for assistance along the way. Oh. Oh, Great Spirit, we thank you, Great Spirit. We thank you for the gift of family. Whether it be one we were born to or one that we adopted on our Red Road journey. Remind us, Grandfather, of the old ways of our people, when selfish need was weighed against the good of the tribe and the family. Help us to hold fast to the native values and moral righteousness that were born from a time of seldom concern with indecent lust and evil abuse. You know, Grandfather, as time passed, traditions were hard to keep. Today we are returning, Grandfather, and we need time to heal. We hold sacred the seventh generation. We know too, Grandfather, that we must heal and love ourselves to be of good character and moral leaders for the children. let us not forget our elders, for to do so is a crime against you, grandfather, and our mother. For we know that what is done to the mother will soon be done to us. We have seen this. May it not scar us for eternity. Today, grandfather, as we remember the times of the past, let us know that we must act as a family to raise our children. Aunties are important and able teachers. Uncles are caretakers for the elderly. Each brother, sister, and cousin has a necessary role. Unite us again as a family as we cast off the patriarchal teachings of Western society and return to what we know to be true. Morning song. Way hey oh hey hey, way oh hey hey, way hey oh hey hey, way oh hey hey, way ah hey ah yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Way, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Way, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, way hey oh hey hey, way oh hey hey, way hey oh hey hey, way oh hey hey, way ah hey. Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Way, yeah, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Hey ya, hey ya, way hey oh hey hey, way oh hey hey, way hey oh hey hey, way oh hey hey, way ah hey ah yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Ya, 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 hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya, hey, ya. Way, hey, oh, hey, hey, way, oh, hey, hey. Way, hey, oh, hey, hey, way, oh, hey, hey. Way, ah, hey, ah, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, way, ah, hey, ah, yeah, 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 hey, yeah. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Oh. Now we say farewell to the four directions. The four directions, the cycles of life, without beginning or end. All things are interconnected. To our spirits from the east, which represent spring, bring us victory and success and power, protection and longevity. Make our spirits to fly and soar like the eagle. O spirits of the east, we say farewell. To the spirits of the north, from whom come our trouble, hardships, our sadness, and our waiting and surviving. O spirits of the north, give us the patience of the buffalo and teach us endurance. We say farewell, spirits to the north. Spirits to the west, which represent termination, our end, death, our obligations, and our submission. O West, bring us relations and vision. May we be one with the power of transformation. O spirits of the West, we say farewell from the West. O spirits from the South, from whom comes regeneration, passion, growth, joy, and peace. O spirits of the South, bring us strength and the courage to do right by our tribe. O spirits above, connect us with the stars, our ancestors and our relations. O spirits below, connect us with the earth, our ancestors and all our relations. O spirits from the sacred fire of the self, may we receive spiritual gifts. May we receive good health and strength. May we receive love in our hearts, such that we can share with others. Oh. Daily acceptance prayer. If you can say this along with me. I accept myself completely. I accept my strengths and my weaknesses, my gifts and my shortcomings, my good points and my faults. I accept myself completely as a human being. I accept that I am here to learn and grow, and I accept that I am learning and growing. I accept the personality I've developed, and I accept my power to heal and change. I accept myself without condition or reservation. I accept that the core of my being is goodness and that my essence is love. And I accept that I sometimes forget that. I accept myself completely. And in this acceptance, I find an ever-deepening inner strength. And from this place of strength, I accept my life fully, and I am open to the lessons that it offers me today. I accept that within my mind are both fear and love, and I accept my power to choose which I will experience as real. I recognize that I experience only the results of my own choices. I accept the times that I choose fear as a part of my learning and healing process. And I accept that I have the power and potential in any moment to choose love instead. I accept mistakes as a part of growth, and so I am always willing to forgive myself and give myself another chance. I accept that my life is an expression of my thought, and I commit myself to aligning my thoughts more and more each day with the thought of love. I accept that I am an expression of this love. I am love's hands and voice and heart here on earth. I accept my own life as a blessing and a gift. My heart is open to receive, and I am deeply, deeply grateful. May I always share the gifts that I receive fully, freely, and with joy. Oh. Folktale. Oh, thank you. How's everybody doing? Check-in time, right? Daily acceptance prayer. Oh. Oh, Wanishi, Laura. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Just a moment of reflection here. Oh. We're going to come up with the story in just a moment, I guess. Ooh. Where? Hold on. Give me a second. So there was once a mouse, and this mouse heard a certain sound that made it feel uncomfortable and curious, and it distanced it a little bit from all of the other mice who were gathering and stuff and preparing for winter and doing just the busy mouse things. And every once in a while, this little mouse would stop another mouse and say, "Hey, do you hear a sort of a rumbling sound?" And the other mouse would say, invariably, "No, I don't hear anything. I've got to get back to work." But Little Mouse was always very, very curious. And so it wandered beyond the confines of the area where the mice usually stay, going in the direction of the rumbling sound to hear it. And as Little Mouse was going, it came upon a raccoon. Little Mouse looked at the raccoon and thought it was the most beautiful animal it had ever seen. The raccoon asked Little Mouse, "What are you doing wandering out here all by yourself?" Little Mouse said, "I have come to understand what this rumbling is that I hear in my ears." Raccoon said, "Oh, that rumbling is the water, that is the stream, the river that runs very close to here. I will take you to it." Little Mouse was scared to go because mice don't go very far from where they live, but he was determined to find out what this rumbling was. And Little Mouse felt that if Little Mouse could find what the source of the rumbling was, it could share it with the other mice and help them. So Raccoon takes Little Mouse to the water, and Little Mouse had never seen anything so beautiful in all its life. The water was huge, and things were floating on it, and rocks, and the way it moved, and the sound, and everything was just captivating to Little Mouse. And as Little Mouse and Raccoon walked along the edge of the water, Raccoon said, "Little Mouse, I have to leave you here, but my friend Frog will take care of you." He says, "I have to go look for food." And so the raccoon wandered off and left Little Mouse and Frog together. And Frog said, Little Mouse was shocked to see Frog, and he says, "Aren't you afraid of getting wet and falling in the water?" Frog says, "No, no." Frog says, "I am the keeper of the water," he says, "and I can jump and swim, and I can work with the water." And so Frog asks Little Mouse, "Have you ever jumped really high to see what is up there?" Little Mouse says, "No." Frog says, "Well, why don't you try it once?" So Little Mouse rears back on his feet and jumps up as high as he can. And when he jumps up, Little Mouse for the first time sees the mountains way off in the distance. And it was the most beautiful thing Little Mouse had seen. But as Little Mouse fell back into the earth, it fell into the water. Oh, Little Mouse was panicked. He was wet and he was cold and he didn't know where he was and he thought he was going to drown. And he comes up to the shore. Frog helps him and he gets on the shore, and Little Mouse says, "You tricked me." He says, "You told me to jump, but I ended up in the water and I almost died, and now I'm freezing to death." And Frog says, "Yeah, these things happened, but what did you see?" And Little Mouse stopped and he says, "I saw the mountains, and they were just magnificent." And Frog said, "Yes, and you have something else." He says, "Now you have a name. Your name is Jumping Mouse. And so, if you wish to return to your people, just keep the sound of the water to your back, and you will find them." Boy, Jumping Mouse ran back to the other mouse, was all wet and everything. He says, "I can't believe it, you guys. I saw the mountains. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen." And all the other mice were like, Jumping Mouse, you're wet. And if you're wet, that means something tried to eat you. And if something tried to eat you and spat you out, you must not be very good for us either." So all the other mice avoided Jumping Mouse. So Jumping Mouse decided that it was going to leave. Had no more friends or family there. So Jumping Mouse, as it was about to go to the edge of the village in the prairie, it was going to go to the mountains, it could see the dots way up in the sky of the eagles that were circling. But Jumping Mouse was determined and started to run as fast as it could through the prairie. And lo and behold, as Jumping Mouse was running, it could feel a shadow or something coming from above its head, as it was descending upon them like it had tracked poor Jumping Mouse. And Jumping Mouse was flitting from one place to the other and ended up under a bush, just as it felt like the thing was going to catch it. And when Little Mouse got under that bush, it found an old mouse sitting there. And the old mouse was sitting there saying, "Jumping Mouse," he says, "where have you come?" He says, "I came from the village and I was running and I was afraid the eagles were going to catch me, but look at this place," he says. "You live here?"
The old mouse says, "Yes, I've lived here for a very long time. This is a very good place for mice. It is near the water, and there are plenty of things to do, and I can even teach you how to fish." And so Jumping Mouse says, wow. He enjoys his time with the old mouse. The old mouse teaches it things. It dries off. And so Jumping Mouse asks the old mouse, "What about the mountains?" And old mouse says, "Oh, the mountains are just a dream. There's nothing out there," he says. "Why don't you stay here with me and keep me company? Grow old here and you can take over. I won't be here forever." Jumping Mouse thinks about it. It's beautiful there underneath that bush, and it's safe from the other eagles. And Old Mouse has all that Old Mouse could need, plenty of everything. But Jumping Mouse was determined. And sure enough, the next morning, Jumping Mouse crawled to the edge of the bush and started running out into the prairie. And sure enough, as Jumping Mouse looked up, it saw those black dots in the sky that were circling around, and they were coming down upon Jumping Mouse, and Jumping Mouse could feel the eagle coming upon its neck, and just as it was about to catch it, it jumped into this big black mass of hair. And Jumping Mouse jumped into the hair, and the eagle swooshed away. And as Jumping Mouse heard the sound of this great giant being, it was a buffalo. And Jumping Mouse had never seen anything as beautiful as a buffalo before. And Jumping Mouse said to the buffalo, "What in the world are you doing here, you magnificent beast?" And Buffalo said, "Oh, I am old, and I have lost part of my sight," he says, "and there is nothing that can cure me except the eye of a mouse, and I know that mice do not exist." Jumping Mouse sat there and looked at the poor buffalo getting ready to die, apart from its tribe, the most strongest, magnificent, beautiful, powerful beast it had ever seen. And Jumping Mouse prayed and said, "If my eye can help this great being, then please let my eye help." And sure enough, Jumping Mouse lost its eye. Its eye went into the buffalo. The buffalo stood up above Jumping Mouse, big magnificent thing, and turned and said, "You are a mouse," he says. "You have given me the vision." He says, "I know of your story to go to the mountains, and I will take you to the mountains, and nothing will bother you because you will travel under my fur." And every time that the two of them went off, and every time that buffalo hit the ground, the earth shook Little Mouse, and Little Mouse swore that it was going to get stepped on by the buffalo, but it didn't. And they made it all the way to the foot of the mountains, safely. But when they got to the edge of the mountains, Buffalo said, "I have to go back to be with my tribe, my people," he says. "I am not meant for walking on these mountains like this, and so I have to leave you here. But you will be safe. Just go straight up to the top," he says. He says, "and if you get to the top, there is a lake there where the whole of the world is reflected," the buffalo says. "And it is said that even the Great Spirit comes to that lake once in a while." And so Jumping Mouse thanks the great buffalo with his one eye, and he looks at the buffalo traveling off across the prairie as the sun is setting, and the Jumping Mouse starts climbing the mountain, and as it climbs the mountain, it turns to look and see the buffalo traveling off into the sunset. And so it climbs up to the mountain as it gets toward the night, and it comes across this beautiful beast, this beautiful furry animal, and the animal is crying. And he's saying, I can't do this." And Jumping Mouse says to him, "What is wrong with you? What are you?" He says, "What's going on with you?" And he says, "I am a wolf, and whatever I do, I cannot cry, and I'm supposed to cry because I'm the keeper of the mountain." And Jumping Mouse goes into his heart and prays and says, if there is anything I could do to help this beautiful being, the most beautiful animal I've ever seen, please let me do it. And sure enough, Jumping Mouse's second eye goes inside the wolf, and the wolf cries, "Ow, ow, ow!" And Jumping Mouse can't see a thing. Wolf turns and says, you have done this to me, and you have lost your eyes, he says. I will take you to the top of the mountain where the Great Spirit Lake is, and there you will live, and I will tell the animals of your story so that you will be safe. And so the two of them go to the top of the mountain. The wolf and Jumping Mouse, who is now blind, they arrive and they give Jumping Mouse a little lodge right there at the edge of the Spirit Lake. And poor Jumping Mouse is so afraid, can't see anything, still cold, no friends, no family, did all this just to see the mountains and can't see anything. And sure enough, the next day, who comes but Frog, his old friend Frog. And Frog says, Jumping Mouse, what are you doing here? And Jumping Mouse tells the story of how he lost his vision and everything. And Frog says, you know, back there, you still never really got to jump. And Jumping Mouse said, you gotta be kidding me. Frog said, nope, I want you to jump. And Jumping Mouse is sitting there, eyes can't see. He says, but if I jump and I get lost in the water, I have no place to go and I don't even know where I am. And Frog said, just jump. So Little Mouse rears back, hind legs, jumps just as hard as he can, sure that he's going to land in the water in the middle of the mountain up there in the cold. But instead, Jumping Mouse doesn't feel itself going down. Instead, it feels itself being lifted up. And Jumping Mouse looks down and sees the frog and the lake below it. It looks for its arm, and it's become a wing, and its other arm has become a wing. Jumping Mouse looks at its body, and it is the body of the bird. Jumping Mouse looks down at Frog and says, "Ha! See? Jumping Mouse, look, you're an eagle. You were always an eagle." And with that, Jumping Mouse spread its wings wide, looked across the prairie and saw the buffalo, saw the great river and the village where it used to live, and Jumping Mouse spread its wings and flew and flew and flew. The story of Jumping Mouse. Oh. All right, you guys. Parting song. This is another one. Thank you, Creative. Thank you for the donations. Breeze, Laura. Oh, Wanishi. Miigwech. Oh. Nice parting song. You can dance to this song. Shuffle along if you want. The dance is just a kind of a walk. Just kind of step on the beat or just kind of shuffle and move in a circle, a clockwise circle if you want. This is a nice parting song for you to reflect on. Hopefully today was helpful to you. And, Wanishi, way, away, yo, yo, ho. Way, away, yo, yo, way, yo, yo, way, yo, way, away, yo. Way away, yo, 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 wah, hey, yo, way away, yo, yo, wah, hey, yo, way away, yo, yo, ha, way away, yo, yo, way, yo, yo, wah, hey, yo, way away, ya. Way away, yo, yo, wah, hey, yo, way away, yo, yo, wah, hey, yo, way away, yo, yo, ha, way away, yo, yo, way, yo, yo, wah, hey, yo,
way, way, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, well, hey, way, way, yow, way, way, yow, yow, well, hey, way, way, yow, yow, well, hey, way, way, yow, yow, ha. Way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, ha, way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, ha, way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, ha, way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, ha, way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, well, hey, way away, yow, yow, well, hey, all right. Wanishi, everybody. Thank you. Experiment there. Any closing words? Way away, way, all right. Yes, all right, Laura. Shoot, man. I don't think I've put that one on my Insight Timer page, but if you like that song, yeah, I'm happy to do it. Oh, thank you, creative. Gosh, you're such a beautiful person. Wanishi. Oh. Way away, yow, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, way away, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, way away, yow, yow, way away, yow, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way away, yow, way away, yow, yow, way away, yow, yow, way away, yow, yow, way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way away, yow, way away, yow, yow, way
way away, yow, yow, way, yo. Way away, yow, yow, ha. Way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, way, yo. Way away, yow. Way away, yow, yow, way, way, yow. Way away, yow, yow, way, yo. Way away, yow, yow, ha. Way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, way, yo. Way away, yow. Way away, yow, yow, way, way, yo. Way away, yow, yow, way, yo. Way away, yow, yow, ha. Way away, yow, yow, way, yow, yow, way, way, yo. Way away, yow. Way away, yow, yow, way, way, yo. Way away, yow, yow, way, yo. Oh, all right. All right, until next time. If you guys want to meet, same time, same place, next Sunday. I mean, Sundays are pretty good for me. I gotta upload a lot of this stuff. Oh, y'all didn't miss. Y'all missed my welcoming smudge. Amma got it. Yo, yes. Thank you. Great reminder. Oh. Way away, yo, yo, way, yo, yo. Excellent, you guys. Excellent. Go in peace and love. Since we can't do a smudge with smoke, we do it with sound. You know what I mean? Blessing with sound. Oh, Wanishi, Wanishi, Wanishi. May you all go in peace and love. Thank you all for your time, your attention, your prayers. I hope you got in touch, with all your relations, your ancestors, your grandparents, your friends, your family, that you're a better person for all of us and all of those things. Oh, thank you once again. My name is Peter Brooks from Maryland, Tyack territory. And I was really happy to see everybody here. Creative Native, Laura Breeze Baker from Wyoming. Wow. And Ruth, I don't know where Ruth is from. Rosemary Russell. Wow. Emma. High vibe home. Whew. Adding to the energy of love in the world. Thank you. Hi, Susan. Thank you. Positive thoughts and healing. Oh, Wanishi, Wanishi, Wanishi. Laura, Wanishi. All right, you guys. Next time, Wanishi, Wanishi.